Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix both of those things together. Guys, I have got something delicious. You are going to love every second of it. The gun controllers are sending out fundraising emails decrying the fact that Kash Patel is going to run the FBI because it's going to undermine gun control, and they're begging their supporters for money. Oh, it's so beautiful. Everything we linked in the description box below. Make sure you guys send this out. You're going to love every second of it. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on if you want to spread that freedom from border to border and coast to coast. And thank you in advance for that consideration. All right, guys, listen, check this. I try to only bring you the greatest on this channel, but this is from Aiden Johnson. Now, he's a GOA lobbyist in D.C. Excuse me, that is completely wrong. He's the Director of Federal Affairs. I apologize. That's incorrect. So, now let's get back to this. He retweeted this, and I just want to run this through you real quick, okay? So, Everytown. This is Everytown for gun safety. This is gun control extraordinaire. Quote, Kash Patel is loyal to Trump and could instead, according to the gun owners of America, bring a reckoning to the FBI and undermine law enforcement's abilities to combat gun crime. That smells to me like undermine gun control, not get rid of, combating gun crime. But anyway, let's dive in. Let me show you the actual article because this one is, you're going to have fun with this one. All right, so we're going to stop as appropriate. Rob, this is obviously an email sent to someone named Rob because this is a generated email. The FBI's mission is to protect the public from violent crime, including gun violence. Well, just as a little aside here, they're going down the fear angle and in order to try to fundraise money to basically pad their coffers because they spent it all in this election when they said they aren't gonna, but then they did, and now they're trying to get their money back because they're worried they're going to lose all their gun control, and they are because they've already lost the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. But let's continue. However, Donald Trump's nomination of Kash Patel as the next FBI director threatens public safety and the rule of law. Scare, fearmonger, scare, a little more fear. How does it threaten public safety exactly? Because he said he was going to basically put more FBI agents across the entire United States. He didn't say he was going to get rid of the FBI. He said he was going to turn the Hoover building into a museum. We saw that, we covered that. And then distribute all the FBI agents across the nation. Go fight crime was his exact words. So I'm really curious how that's going to threaten public safety and the rule of law. But anyway, let's keep going because I'm sure there's some more things that make tons of sense. Kash Patel, who is backed by gun rights extremist groups like Gun Owners of America, great people by the way, you should check them out, which has called for abolishing the ATF, yeah, so extreme, and supports allowing domestic abusers to buy guns. Okay, hold the phone. He does not support domestic abusers to buy guns. That's not what he said. What he was referring to was the most recent boyfriend loophole and the most recent action, which basically said, hey, if you are accused of domestic violence, not convicted, accused of domestic violence, then you're going to lose your gun rights. That's what he said. But anyway, let's continue. We should stop that, is what he said. Let's see, where were we? Yes. And he would prioritize the gun lobby's Guns Everywhere agenda to put more guns in the hands in more places. Okay, we got to get those numbers up anyway. We're over half a billion. If we could get to 1 billion guns before I die in hopefully 60 years, that'd be amazing. Because that means more freedom. Let's just face it. Now, according to them, the guns everywhere means more violence because the guns themselves are just prone to just getting up and walking around and robbing bodegas and stuff. Yeah. Anyway. More of the same old stuff to raise funds. We cannot let Kash Patel become the next FBI director. Good luck. We have 53 seats in the Senate, and every other one has gone in that you poured all your money into, so maybe Kash Patel will be the magic one you stop. We need to mobilize our base to get the message out to lawmakers to reject this dangerous nomination. Again, Republicans have 53 seats in the Senate. And we'll do everything we can to stop this from happening, but we can't do it alone. Here comes the pitch. If you ever hear the "but we can't do it alone," that means we're about to ask you for money. Rob, donate to the Everytown Action Fund to ensure we have what it takes to stop Trump's disastrous pick from the FBI director, defeat the gun lobby's agenda across the country, and save lives. We're up against extremist, anti-government gun groups and need your support. Isn't it funny? Over the last 2-3 years, they've been telling us through Chris Murphy that the gun safety movement was winning, never been stronger. The gun lobby has never been weaker. And yet here they are all of a sudden switching a tune to say that if you don't give us money, Rob, yeah, the anti-government gun groups are going to kick our butts. Bit of a change in tone, isn't it? It's almost like these people have these things pre-written in order to accommodate either political climate. If they have all the control, then they write emails that say, with your support, we can really pad our coffers and we can really push forward the next Safer Communities Bipartisan Act. Then when they don't have the power, they're going to take all of our gun control away. Dude, it is obvious what's happening here. They want your money. Come on. Without strong leadership at the FBI, law enforcement won't have the support needed to do their jobs, and our communities will only be further risk of gun violence. Whatever happened to gun violence was going down at a record pace because of the Safer Communities Act, because Democrats were in power, because Biden was the most incredible president that's ever existed. Did you like my Elon Musk move right there? What? Guys, the duplicitous nature of this by itself is so disingenuous. Just look at what they're asking and you will find their reasoning. Kash Patel is loyal to Trump and could instead, according to the Gun Owners of America, bring a reckoning to the FBI. It kind of needs one. And undermine law enforcement's ability to combat gun crime. No, what it's going to do is it's going to combat the ability to abuse the FBI in order to weaponize it against gun owners, which is a Second Amendment right in this country. That's why they don't want Kash Patel to go in there, because he's going to undermine all their gun control policies they put in through the back doors and through the executive bureaucracies. That's why they don't want him in here. Has nothing to do with the idea of it's going to make the entire country unsafe and guns everywhere agenda with anti-gun groups like GOA. Anti-government groups like GOA. It hurts. It hurts so bad, guys. It hurts so bad. Hold on. One more thing, and then we're going to wrap this up. This dangerous nomination must be stopped. Kind of like what they said with Pete Hegseth, and that didn't get stopped. He's the Secretary of Defense. And kind of like they said with Kirsty Noem, and she's the Homeland Security Secretary. So they're 0 for 2. I already showed you earlier today how they're running around saying that, inspector generals never can leave their jobs. Guys, they're just grasping at straws. But anyway, sorry, I digress. Help us? What the heck, where was that? Help us to do everything within our power to reach lawmakers, mobilize our base of 11 million volunteers and supporters, and put an end to the extremist nomination of Kash Patel as FBI director by donating to the Everytown Action Fund today. Does this stuff work on these people? Anyway, thank you. With your support, we can ensure the FBI remains a force for public safety, not pawn of extremists. Everytown for gun safety. That's at the bottom. I'll link it. But anyway, you guys find that a little bit ironic, kind of in wrapping this content? Just a smidgen about the whole make sure that FBI remains a force for public safety, not an extremist pawn. You remember that whole thing where FBI was going to church meetings and going to schools where parents were protesting their kids seeing some pretty bad images when they're 5. Remember when the FBI was weaponized to do that? Well, that was obviously to keep us all safe. It wasn't a FBI extremist use of, an extremist use of the FBI by an executive branch such as pawns. Would it be? Guys, these people are duplicitous as the day is long, and we're going to call them out every single time because this is a fight for our freedom. It's a fight for the next generation's freedom. It's pretty much amazingly fun to do, and I cannot wait to see you guys on the next one. Everything will be linked. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. See you on the next one.